Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for stopping back in. Today I'm out in the back garage working on this window delivery I have here, so I thought I'd take a little time and show you what I've been doing to it. Hasn't been a whole lot, but I'm still working on trying to get the body off the frame, or not trying to, but doing the stuff I need to get done to take it off the frame. So since I talked to you last, I got the doors all gutted other than the door latches and handles. I think I'm going to leave the doors on it when I take the body off the frame, put it on the rotisserie, just so I can make sure my door gaps all stay good, because I do have to do a little body work down here. I'm probably going to have to replace this much of the, about that far of the rocker. The rest of it's good. I'm going to just leave all that, and then obviously this lower quarter. But I got the vent windows out, so that's another video I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to rebuild those. Those are laying here on the floor. I got brand new glasses and frames, or the brand new glass and the chrome, glass frame. I've got those brand new for those. I'll show you how we sandblast them, take them apart, replace the rubber, stuff like that. I've got the gate off. I only broke a couple bolts on one side, so I'll have to take the hinges out. Either I'll fix those, or I have another pair of delivery hinges. I might just clean those up and put them in for now. I've got the body bolts out. I broke like 3 of those, go figure. I did leave the front 2 and the back 2, so those are really easy to get to, and that way, I don't slide the body around when I'm pushing it around. But one of the other big things I've been working on here is I've been, getting all the glass out of it, because I had all the side glass, or the rear side glass in it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how this glass comes out, because I haven't done the other side yet. It's actually pretty easy compared to like a windshield or something like that, because windshields have like a pinch weld that you have to use like the rope trick to put them in, but then to get them out you usually gotta cut the rubber. But on these, they actually have retainers that hold them in. So let's get in there and I'll show you what we got to take apart to get the other side out. Okay, so what I was talking about before is on these windows, they actually just kind of push into a window frame here. There's a window or a rubber that goes all the way around the glass, and then they just kind of pushes in place here, and they have these little retainers up top. You got one there. There should actually be another one back here. I think, yeah, right there. So looks like at some point in time somebody had this window out. See, like there's the front one, there's one there, there's one there. And then they also have a really long metal strip. There's actually 2 pieces. That's 2 pieces right there that it separates. And it goes all the way back. And basically you put the glass in, those pieces hold it on, or hold it in place I should say. And then there's a strip right here that I've already took the nuts off, and that little goes on there. And then outside the car there's a piece of trim with a couple little rubber seals that go up on the top and the bottom, that hold everything kind of pinched in place here. But as you can see, years and years of wet, crusty junk in there. You go at those Phillips screws. Those things are miserable to get out. Some of them come out right away, but usually I have to use an impact driver to get them out. So let's get working on it. We'll see how bad this side's going to be. The other side wasn't that bad, so let's check this out. By the way, here's that outer molding. And when you take those 3 nuts off, it just kind of pulls right out of there. Just like that. And usually the bottom is a lot of times rotted like that, because that's the low spot. So let's see if we can't get that trim off there, or the retainer, and get them out. Alright, so right off the bat I can tell you right now, this side's going to be a lot harder than the other side. So I think, judging by the screws that were in here, what happened was at one point in time, I think this back glass was probably broken, because all the screws holding this piece of trim in are actually Phillips head screws that, like this, that style head, that hold the trim on. So if I had to guess, this glass was probably broke at one point in time right here. And they probably sat and they got wet. So, because this side you can see it's got the nice big rounded button head screws that these are supposed to have. So I think this one's going to be a little bit of a chore. So what I do usually, because you want to give yourself the best chance you can. So on these old crusty Phillips head screws, I like to use a nice sharp pick, and I try to dig all that rust out of there. Because if generally, a lot of times, if you can get this out, and you get a nice sharp Phillips, you know, nice brand name snap-on screwdriver or something, nice and sharp tip, a lot of times you can get those out. But from the looks of it, I might have to drill them. I don't really want to, but we'll see what happens. All right, so I got that one. So my trick worked. So just cleaned it out with a pick real good. Use my impact driver, and that's another little piece of trim. I mean, there's a ton of little pieces in here, you know, you don't want to lose. But for me, this is like honestly one of the most time-consuming things about building these cars, just taking them apart, you know, because a lot of times these things have been together for what, 75 years almost now. So if you take your time and do stuff like that, you're gonna save yourself a lot of headaches, because I hate stripped out screws. It's one of the worst things to get out. Then you gotta drill them out, and then you gotta get the rest of the screw out. So if you take your time and just try to do tricks like that, you'll be ahead of the game. Okay, a couple of them tried real hard to beat me, but I got them out. So I managed to get this retainer off without bending it up. These last screws on this one, so this should pop right up out of here. A little stuck. Go. And I'm not sure if those are reproduced or not. I don't remember seeing them. I don't think they are. I don't know if I said this before, but I have seen on some wagons where you know, it uses these full long ones, but I have seen other ones where it just uses small ones too. So I think it was just whatever plant happened to build the car, probably is what they had on hand is what they used. So now we should be able to get these side windows out. And I'll show you that. I just use a flat blade screwdriver and just start prying them out. So let's check it out. Okay, so a little gentle prying, and these, in theory, should pop right out. Let's see how it's wiggling a little bit here. You can see it's starting to come out already. There we go. Just like that. Pop right out. So we'll see if we can't get this back quarter glass out also. Alright, we managed to successfully get all 4 pieces out without breaking anything. So not that I'm probably going to reuse that glass, but it's a lot easier to take pieces out in one big chunk than to pull out a bunch of busted glass pieces. So. And some guys like to use that old milky glass a little bit in rat rods or whatever, so it might be useful to somebody. So I was kind of worried a little bit, you know, as rusty as those screws was and stuff, that this channel where the window sits might be rotted out, but actually it looks pretty good. So once I sandblast it and epoxy primer it, we'll be in good shape. So now I've pretty much got everything off the car that needs to come off the car in order to go on the rotisserie. So I haven't quite decided if I want to take it to work yet and use one of our hoists there. That would probably be the easiest way, but I don't know if I necessarily want to pull the car, the body I should say, on the rotisserie. It's like 13 miles to work, so I think I could probably get it, the center of gravity low enough to where it probably wouldn't hurt anything, but I don't know yet. So I haven't decided if I just want to use a bunch of jacks and 2x4s and jack stands, or if I want to do that. So that would probably be quicker, but we'll decide here in a little bit. So now I'm kind of that point to where, you know, I got to make a decision, because it's not getting any further now, you know, the way it's sitting. So I've got all the brand new front suspension, control arms, spindles, all that kind of stuff here now. I did just get a new wagon bumper, the center for this today, so I think I'll grab that and we'll check it out. So Golden Star now reproduces the center portion of the wagon bumper. I just got a brand new one in today. I haven't seen one of these in person yet, so I've been kind of picking up the little pieces here and there. You know, obviously I don't need it yet, but you know, when I do need it, I'll have it now. So let's check out and see how it looks. You know, on my 55, when I built that a long time ago, my gray and white one, they didn't make rear production bumpers, so you had to have them re-chromed. So it's just so much easier now to get parts for these things. Let's see, and I will say Golden Star makes good stuff. You know, it's fortunately it's made in Taiwan, but honestly the stuff fits good, it looks good. I'm happy with it. It's probably the best sheet metal so far that I've seen on the market. Chrome looks real nice on this. So, now all I gotta do is get the bumper ends for it. And I have the actual Wagon bumper guards coming too, but those didn't show up today. Those will probably show up tomorrow, so. But yeah. Unfortunately. Made in Taiwan, but. Beggars can't be choosers. So I think we'll button this up for tonight, and maybe I'll show you another accessory. I like showing those to you guys. I'm running out, so eventually I'll have shown you all the ones that I have, so I won't have to drive you guys crazy with them. So another thing I did want to show you guys that I know for sure these window deliveries use. I'm not sure if the regular wagons use them, but you know, I told you about those plastic moldings before, right here. Those pieces. So there's actually a little chunk of wood behind them, right there. So what that does, since these are plastic, it's got that little dimple in it, and there's where the screw comes through. It actually butts up against the roof of the car, so when you run your screw in, you don't crush your plastic. So I think I'm gonna do, I think I can design that and 3D print it. So I have 2 of them, but if any of you guys need these, I'm gonna be working on them. So it'll be made out of plastic, but it should look exactly the same and function the same. So hopefully I can get working on that here pretty soon.
Hey, Daddy.
Okay guys, here's my favorite part, showing you guys the accessories. Another new old stock one. I don't know if I've ever seen one of these on a car myself. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put it on. Actually, I think if I had to put it on one, I'd probably put it on my 210 Handyman wagon from my 55 over here. But what we got here is that is a factory remote mirror. So this one's correct for 55. I'll show you the pieces here and what the difference is. Remember, yeah, pretty sure this is the 55 one. Get this all laid out and I'll kind of show it to you here. Okay. So this actually drills through the front of the door, and here's your trim pieces. This would go up against the door. There's your template right there that you lay out on the door to drill the holes out. You got your rods, pretty rudimentary, but that was correct for a 55. 56 actually had a big round taller knob, and 57 I don't think ever had one, or if they did, they just used these. But I don't ever remember seeing one in the accessories catalog before. But these typically go for Usually about a couple $100 on eBay if you can find them. They pop up every once in a while. But yeah, that's what I got for today. I still have a few other accessories I'm going to show you guys, rat holes around here. Hope you don't get tired of them. Another thing I was going to talk to you guys about, my channel, I do have a lot of family content. We go on trips a lot, and I've been putting stuff up there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this channel away. I may or may not rename the channel. I probably will. Something more, you know, hot rod oriented. But, so I might change the name here pretty soon. I haven't for sure decided if I want to do that or not. But for now, just keep looking for this channel. I think what I'll do is, if anything, I'll just take those videos down and change the name, and your subscriptions should still say the same. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's a possibility in the future. Probably going to do it. That way you guys don't see a bunch of stuff that you don't want to see. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, again tonight. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll be back again soon. I think what next we're going to be doing is getting this body off the frame. Maybe some more side projects like those vent windows, like I said. I want to take the doors off, you know, and blast them and stuff like that. I'll probably start working on that lift gate. There's one little small hole in the bottom I want to fix, probably sandblast it. So I'll have videos of that too. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff on this wagon lately, because I really want to get this thing on the rotisserie and then back off pretty quick. So, all right, guys, appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.